Mayor, what was going on in Honea Path before the virus hit, and what kind of plans did y'all have in place and we're working on?
Well, as you know, I was just elected last November, so I've only been in office 1 year. So basically I had 2-3 months of mayorship before the coronavirus hit and kind of shut everything down. But we had big plans. We had quite a few festivals planned. Of course, all of them got canceled after the coronavirus outbreak. According to Facebook, it really bothered a lot of people. They were really looking forward to the spring festival as well as the fall festival that we had planned. We hadn't had here in Honea Path in quite a few years, so some people were glad for the change, stopping the festivals from happening. I'm gonna say there was probably an overwhelming majority though that wanted the festivals to continue, and unfortunately we had to make a decision, and we erred on the side of caution and went ahead and shot these festivals down.
Any other goals y'all had for the town that had to be put on hold because of the virus?
Yeah, quite a few seniors this year at BHP missed their graduation, so what we did here in Honea Path is we had a senior parade that started out at the elementary school and kind of tracked their journey up through the high school and graduating. So they went by the middle school, through town, and on up to BHP where they had a ceremony there. But overall, the town's really come together, and it's been good for the town to, you know, see what it's like to not be open as can be all the time.
I guess it's been when you came in as a new mayor, you had no idea you were going to be facing something like this.
No, I did not. So not only was I getting my feet wet as in this position, but I also got this pandemic thrown on me, and I had to rearrange a lot of stuff within the police department, and fire department, and town hall, quarantine, ordering of hand sanitizer, and you know, just extra supplies and all. So some of the things we took into consideration with the pandemic was keeping our employees separated while they were at work. It's easier said than done, but we made a couple of satellite offices for the police officers to not be all in the police department at shift change or whatever. So we stationed our police officers at different spots, and they would work from there. We had some town hall employees working from home with their laptops and can answer phones at home, and some ideas like that were brought up in council meetings and other places. And the fire department was quick to come up with a spray sanitizer like a fogger, and when one of our departments got the virus, then the fire department would come in and completely sanitize the building, and you know, it really helped out a lot. We got a great group of people here in our fire and EMS, and well as our police department, maintenance crew, town hall, and rec department. So they all worked together to make sure that we were able to, you know, continue most of the activities here in town, but do it in a safe manner with social distancing and sanitation of the parts that would be touched a lot. We were able to keep the town pool open. We one of a few towns that have a town pool, and we were able to keep it open till I think mid-September, since the schools were delayed, and so we were able to provide a little bit of something back to the community during this pandemic.
What were some of your goals coming in as a new mayor? What did you want to do coming in here in Honea Path?
Some of the first goals I wanted to accomplish was some changes in the police department. That happened pretty quick, and it's been a blessing. I think the police department, we lost the police chief as soon as I won the election. He resigned, and I appointed Chief Bozeman as chief, and he's made a lot of changes. A lot of positive changes, and that was one of the things that I campaigned on. Another thing I campaigned on was clean up Chicola Mill, and even through the pandemic, we were able to secure funds with through the EPA and DHEC to test the soil under the Chicola Mill site. They were going to move piles around and and we come up with some ideas to, instead of just moving one pile from here to there, just go ahead and load on trucks and get it off. So I'm happy to announce that we've removed 4 million pounds of debris off the Shakola Mill site, and hopefully in the next 3 years we can get a lot more of that removed. While I'm on that subject, I really want to give a credit to Rusty Burns, the Anderson County administrator, and his crew helping us secure dumping there. Greg Smith was instrumental in helping us do that, and Steve Newton, he's a wonderful guy too. He helps get us our PARD grants for the rec department. And I tell you, Rusty's he's got a real good crew up here in Anderson County, and we thankful to have them on our side. I'll go on and say that Cindy Wilson's been very instrumental as our county council member for our area. She calls me up, always reaching out. What do you need? What can we do for you? You know, she's been a blessing. We thankful to have her as our council member for the county.
And you and I were talking, you said there's pretty good cooperation between the mayors in the area too.
Absolutely, yes. So Mayor Owenby from Belton and I share a high school. The town share a high school, and graduation was put on hold this year. And you know, I got a stepson that graduated from BHP this year, and it kind of was in my house every day how much these students were missing out. So I got to see firsthand, you know, the prom was canceled and graduation was canceled. So I reached out to Miss Owenby, or Mayor Owenby, and said we're doing a senior parade through town. We're going to start at the elementary school, go by the middle school, and then wind up at BHP. And her town done the same as well, with Belton Elementary and Belton Middle, and wound up at BHP right as our students were finishing theirs were coming in, so they were right behind us. All the staff and teachers at BHP was outside so graciously welcoming to all of us, and it was a blessing for the students. We really enjoyed that, being able to do that for the students. So Ware Shoals just voted in a new mayor. Unlike Honea Path, they wait till January to swear in their new mayor. Mr. Horn down there has won as mayor. Looking forward to meeting with him. Reached out to the office already and kind of set that in motion. We share some utility responsibilities with Ware Shoals, so be looking forward to meeting with him. I've met with the ex-mayor of Ware Shoals, super guy, liked him a lot. He was instrumental in getting me to where I need to be, you know, intelligently enough to understand the sewer situation down there. And Williamston Mayor Rocky Burgess, Mayor-elect, I guess, Rocky Burgess, met with him a couple times. We've shared some ideas about our respective towns, and super guy. And I think he and I work well together. Blake Sanders, West Pelzer, he's talked to him on several occasions. I think once all this coronavirus is over, maybe we can all get together and see what we can do for the good of all our towns and get people interested in Anderson County as a whole.
What are some of your goals? Looks like maybe we got a vaccine rolling out and maybe things are going to look better. What are some of your goals for the year ahead?
So hopefully the vaccine, and those that, you know, want to take it, a lot of people swore off taking the vaccine. That's their choice. But hopefully with the vaccine coming out, this coronavirus will be over soon, and we can try to get back to some semblance of normalcy. I'd like to really concentrate on a big spring honey sopping again type festival. Maybe get it advertised outside just the upstate of South Carolina, and really do something big for our town to draw a lot of people here and be able to just get out and fellowship and meet people. And we have a car restoration guy here in Honea Path, Joe Jackson, and he puts on car shows often. And I think last time he had one, I talked with him. He said he had people here from Texas and all over, you know, the Southeast and Kentucky and Tennessee and Florida. So, you know, with them kind of connections, I think we can have something really huge here in Honea Path. And that's one of the things I really plan on working on. In the town limits, we roughly 4,000, right, give or take. Hopefully the census is going to tell us it's more like 5,000, because that's growth, and that's what we need here in Honea Path, growth. But we are the small town with a big heart. So that's our motto, if you will. The people here are really good-natured people overall, and there's a little bit of something for everybody within 30 minutes of Honea Path. So I kind of probably start marketing Honea Path as the town that's close to everything, because we're about 30 minutes from Anderson, 30 minutes from Greenwood, 30 minutes from Greenville, 30 minutes from Simpsonville. So it's a great place to live, and that's the way I want to market it. Another thing about Honea Path, I wanted everybody to know it's growing. We got several pretty major constructions going on right now in the town. We're doing away with some eyesores and really building the town up, and I think that's going to spread throughout the rest of the town. So if you hadn't seen Honea Path lately, maybe it's time.